afternoon, and welcome to today's discussion on how employers can navigate the new Illinois 401k law. I'm very excited about this topic, and it's an important topic as far as our employees go and employee benefits, and certainly the attracting talent and retaining talent. It's a very important topic. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jack Lavin, President and CEO of the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to start off by thanking our member and today's program sponsor, Mesirow, for making this webinar possible. As a global leader in the financial services industry, Mesirow is not only committed to helping its customers maximize their own financial success, but to help them navigate the complex business and regulatory environment in which we find ourselves. And today's program is a prime example of Mesirow and the Chamber's joint commitment to helping drive economic growth for our stakeholders. The Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce has been the leading independent voice of the Chicago business community for over 118 years. We serve our members through a variety of networking, advocacy, and programmatic initiatives designed to drive real results for your bottom line. As a trusted advocate for businesses of every size and every sector, it is our honor to bring together programs like today to help businesses not only comply with changing regulations, but to emerge from these legal changes even stronger and provide you with benefit offerings for you to attract and retain talent. That's also why the Chamber has partnered with Mesirow to offer our members an exclusive Chicagoland Chamber Pooled Employment Plan, a PEP. Offered in partnership with Mesirow Retirement Advisory Services, this plan enables employers to pool their retirement plans together, reducing costs to you, the businesses, and the retirement plans. This will enhance the benefits of the retirement plan for your employees. This PEP was specifically designed as a unique benefit to our chamber members that will help reduce fees, reduce risk, save time, and enhance financial outcomes for you, your organization, and your employees. Enrolling in this plan will also help insulate your businesses from audits and other fiduciary liabilities, potentially saving you thousands of dollars in the process, and provide your employees with a great benefit so you can attract and retain employees and work with your employees to enhance their benefits. This plan was created in response to a new law in the state of Illinois requiring employers who do not have a retirement plan to either create one, enroll their employees in a state-run plan, or face financial penalties. But thankfully, we're able to partner with our friends at Mesirow to offer this terrific PEP as an alternative to save you time, money, and effort. Thank you again for being here with us today to learn about these options. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to our partners at Mesirow and our friend Ryan Block. Ryan is the Managing Director of Retirement Advisory Services at Mesirow, and I've known Ryan for over 15 years, and he is an expert in this field. So Ryan, I'll turn it over to you to do the webinar.
Great, thank you very much, Jack, and thank you everyone for joining me today. Again, my name is Ryan Block from Mesirow Financial. I'm very excited to be here today talking about a great opportunity for Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce members through this pooled employer plan that we are partnering with the Chamber. So the topic's conversation today, we'll quickly go through who is Mesirow, the retirement trends in the United States and how this impacts all employers, the benefits of the pooled employer plan, pricing, and then any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. So quickly about Mesirow, we were founded in 1937. We are celebrating our 85th anniversary this year, which is very exciting. We have over 400 employees, and we service a lot of 401k and other retirement plans, 376 to be exact, as of June 30th, with 12 billion in assets under management and 23 retirement plan professionals like myself. So we have a deep bench. We are here to help you with any of your retirement plan needs. We'll go through today about the pooled employer plan and the great benefits and reduced costs that your organization can experience by partnering with us. Now, shifting gears and talking about retirement trends in the United States. So there are a couple key trends that we hear from both current employers that we work with, current clients, as well as prospective clients. And what we're hearing is employers are recognizing that retirement plans are a great way to attract and retain key talent. Most, if not all, of the employers we're speaking with are saying there's a very competitive labor market. It is hard to keep or attract talent. Having a retirement plan is very important. Not having a retirement plan offered can kind of be viewed as a negative by a prospective employee. Employers are expected to provide a path for their employees when it comes to retirement savings. So this is a very important aspect of an employee's financial wellness. We'll go through one of the topics that comes up many, many times is how Social Security, quite frankly, will not be enough for employees to retire on. So it's important for employees to have an employer-sponsored retirement plan so they can reach their retirement goals. Also, state legislation is mandating that many employers take on this responsibility. I'll go through some of the numbers in a little bit that speak about who is required to have a retirement plan within the state of Illinois, and there are actually other states as well that are requiring a retirement plan. The sad truth is there are many, many employees out there that do not have access to a retirement plan at work. 41% of millennials don't have access to an employer-sponsored retirement plan. And Gen Xers, 35%, and baby boomers, 30%. So there's a significant amount of employees out there that do not have a way to save through their employer currently. The pooled employer plan, as I'll show you in the slides in a few minutes here, is a great opportunity at a very low cost for you to offer a retirement plan. Also, if you already have a retirement plan, this is a potential area for improvement that you could reduce costs and reduce administrative burden. Many states, as outlined on the slide, do require a retirement plan in the workplace. Illinois, it's called the Illinois Secure Choice Act that was passed a few years ago. I'll show you the deadlines in just a few minutes here, but this is becoming more and more prevalent. The idea here being is that workplace retirement plans kind of got put on the back burner. Many employers are much more laser focused on healthcare plans, which I certainly understand. I know for me, my wife, and our two kids, healthcare is very important, having that coverage. But we also want to bring to the front burner today to talk about retirement plans, because to continue to put that on the back burner doesn't help neither the employer or the employee. So we want to make sure that this is top of mind, and states now are mandating this. So that is why we are bringing that to the forefront today. Launched in 2018 was the Illinois Secure Choice state-mandated Roth IRA program. So it functions very similar to Roth IRA, if you're familiar with that. So any employers that have at least 5 employees and have been in business for 2 or more years are required to participate. If you have 25 or more employees, that deadline is already passed. So if you don't have a plan yet, I strongly encourage you to get one. Again, the pooled employer plan does satisfy this requirement. If you have 16 to 24 employees, the deadline is right around the corner in a couple of months here, November 1st of 2022. And if you have 5 to 15 employees, the deadline will be November 1st of 2023. We've been informed that enforcement for non-compliant employers with 25 or more employees will begin in 2022. Just a quick background on the Illinois Secure Choice program. It's a Roth IRA program, which is intended to help workers in Illinois who don't have an employer-sponsored plan. As I mentioned, if you have 5 or more employees, at some point you will be required to offer this plan, and employers are automatically required to withhold 5% of an employee's compensation. Penalties for not offering any type of plan, again, whether it's the Illinois Secure Choice Plan, a 401k, which can be accomplished through the pooled employer plan, a pension plan, there's many different types of plans. If you don't offer any of these, if you are non-compliant, the penalty is $250 per employee for the first year, and then $500 per employee the following years. So now the question is estate plan your only option? And here is a laundry list of the different types of retirement plans that are available to you. The most common of which would be the 401k, but you do see many other types of employer-sponsored plans that will satisfy this requirement. If you have any questions about that, again, I strongly encourage you to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to walk you through all of the different types of retirement plans that are available to you. So talking specifically about the pooled employer plan, abbreviated PEP, it's a new kind of defined contribution plan. And the power of this is that you are able to pool your assets together with other employers. Like most things in life, economies of scale get a lower cost. So if we're able to quote unquote buy in bulk when it comes to the 401k, you might only have $100,000 in your 401k, but if we're able to pool your assets together with 100 other employers like you, now it's a very sizable plan and the costs get driven way down. That's why that first bullet point says it'll be reduced fees. Because the fixed costs are spread across many employers, this reduces the cost significantly. Also, there is less risk involved in the pooled employer plan. The fiduciary duties are outsourced to experts. We here at Mesirow are here to help out with that. So it limits your fiduciary liabilities that are inherent in a 401k plan if you're in a single employer-sponsored 401k plan. Also, the pooled plan provider is responsible for most of the plan's operations, so they'll shift the burden from you to them. So if you have an existing 401k, you might say it's kind of a thorn in my side. I have a lot of work to do on any given day. You are shifting the vast majority of that work from your side of the table to the pooled plan provider. Also, enhanced outcome through Meserow's My Financial Future. That's our financial planning tool that's available to all employees that are included in the pooled employer plan. These are great tools and resources that are available for your employees so they can be successful. Mesirow takes on the fiduciary risk and manages the work for you. This is very important that you are shifting the vast majority of the fiduciary risk to Mesirow. ERISA-focused experts will take charge of this, and that way you can do what you do best. You can concentrate on your business, and Mesirow will handle the vast majority of the fiduciary functions. When it comes to trustee and custodial services, kind of the behind-the-scenes requirements, Newport Group, Newport Trust Company will handle the trustee functions to make sure that the 401k through the pooled employer plan is operating properly. Record keeping and administrative services, whether you're starting a plan or converting to the pooled employer plan, we will make sure that it's a smooth transition. We have an implementation team to make sure that everything goes properly, and so this is not a burden on you. We'll provide you with the tools and support teams that you need to succeed. We have a deep bench here at Mesirow to help you, and so does Newport. Participant support services, we'll empower your employees to take control of their financial future. This is great news, not only from an employee retention standpoint and also to attract new talent to your organization, but also you want to have happy employees. You don't want to have employees who are worried, will they have enough to retire? They're working longer than they want to work. You want to have a happy workforce, and by offering a very robust 401k plan through the pooled employer plan, you will be able to do just that. You see here, there are many different parties involved here to make sure that your 401k through the pooled employer plan operates very well. You'll have the onboarding team to make sure everything is set up properly. You have the compliance team, so the behind the scenes is operating as it should. The employer website with great tools and resources and reporting capabilities. That way you can see who's participating and see who's taking advantage of this great benefit. And you'll have a client service manager that'll help out with the day-to-day functions. Now, comparing the two, the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce pooled employer plan compared to the Secure Choice Roth IRA. The Secure Choice Roth IRA, again, if you're looking for an off-the-shelf type of retirement plan, that can satisfy that need. If you're looking for more customization, then the pooled employer plan can be a nice choice for you. There are different types of options that are available, whether it's employer contributions. You have higher limits when it comes to the 401k through the pooled employer plan, where it's $20,500 for calendar year 2022, plus a $6,500 catch-up if you're age 70 or older, or if you're age 50 or older. On the flip side, if you are in the Secure Choice Roth IRA, the limits are much lower. The Illinois Secure Choice program offers a limited range of investment options. Again, simplicity was key when it came to setting up the Illinois Secure Choice program. The pooled employer plan offers an open architecture lineup with institutionally priced mutual funds. What that means is Mesirow was able to scour the universe of thousands and thousands of mutual funds and come up with a very robust lineup at a low cost. These are institutionally priced mutual funds. What that means is that they're at a very low cost. Whether you put in $1 into the pooled employer plan or you put in $1 million, you are getting institutional pricing as if you are buying millions and millions of dollars of any given mutual fund. So we are keeping a lid on cost. Talking about some of the additional benefits, we have great participant support services by partnering with Newport Group. They have an award-winning communications education help desk, an intuitive digital experience. The participant service center is exceptional, and they have financial wellness and education tools. Also, Meserow's My Financial Future tool is a great resource for your employees. There's professional investment allocation strategy. Could talk about Roth versus traditional contributions, retiree withdrawal strategies, and Social Security optimization is also a great tool for you. You can set up one-on-one consultations with Francis Enright, the certified financial planner on our team, and I am also here to help out as well with one-on-one consultations, so please feel free to reach out to me. The My Financial Future email campaign keeps this in front of your employees. That way they don't forget about this great benefit that they have available to them. They realize this is a great resource that they have at their disposal. Now, talking about the pricing for the pooled employer plan, we do want to let you know that if this is a new plan that you're looking to establish, the Secure Act, and this is the Federal Secure Act, coincidentally enough, the Illinois Secure Choice Act just happens to have a similar name. Now we're shifting gears and talking about the Federal Secure Act, provides some financial relief if you're starting a new retirement plan. I'm going to oversimplify this, and as footnoted, we don't provide legal or tax advice, so I do encourage you to check with your accountant to see if this applies to you, because it's a great benefit that can significantly reduce costs. You can get a credit amount of 50% of qualified startup costs, not to exceed the greater of $500 per employee or $5,000. So again, these are great benefits that you can have that will reduce the cost that you have here. So again, $250 times the eligible number of non-highly compensated employees, so rank and file employees, or $5,000. So we could be talking big dollars here that can reduce your cost. There are fines that could be levied against you if you do not comply. So we showed some examples here that if you have 16 employees and you don't comply with this rule, again, having some type of retirement plan, it doesn't necessarily have to just be the 401k through the pooled employer plan or the Illinois Secure Choice. It could be a pension plan, or there are many different types of opportunities out there, SEP IRAs, that could also satisfy this requirement. If you do not have any type of retirement plan, though, the penalty in the first year, if you had 16 employees, would be $4,000. And in year 2 and beyond, it would be $8,000. So again, I strongly encourage you to come up with a retirement plan for your employees. Looking at the pricing here, you can see the pricing is significantly lower than those penalties on the previous page. So for the startup costs all in, you see towards the bottom of the page here, the recurring fees as a dollar amount using this example was $4,535. But as I mentioned, because of the Federal Secure Act, this is reduced by 50% because you receive a credit because of the Secure Act. And that would reduce it, chop it in half. So the fee would be $2,268, significantly lower. And if you already have a retirement plan, you won't be able to get that credit. So in this example, it would be the $4,535 would be the recurring annual fees. But for most 401k plans, based on the fact that, as I described earlier, you're not getting the economies of scale as a small and mid-sized employer, here within the pooled employer plan, we've noticed that the fees get reduced significantly. In addition to reducing those fees, you're also able to shift a lot of the administrative burden away from yourself. So that is a win-win across the board. And that's why we are so excited that this is an opportunity. The Secure Act made this possible, that we were able to pool together with other employers to offer this great benefit to you. And that way you can reduce your costs and reduce your fiduciary obligations. So that pretty much sums up our presentation today. I'm going to pull up my contact information here. You can call me or email me anytime. This presentation will be shared on the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce's website. You can go to that website not only to get this presentation, reach out to me either via phone call or email. You can also go to the website to book an appointment with me through my Calendly link and book an appointment directly with me to discuss this further. And that way we can see if we can be a resource to you and your employees. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate everyone's time. And if we could ever be a resource to you, please reach out to us anytime. Thanks again.
Well, thank you, Ryan and Mesirow, for being here and giving this webinar. It's a great employee benefit. It will save you costs, reduce liability risk. They'll take care of all the employee education and setup and reduce your administrative burden. This is a great benefit for your employees, lower the cost, lower your liability. So I encourage you to contact Ryan or contact the Chamber for this program. And if you have any questions, please let us know. And Ryan has put his contact information there. Thank you again for joining us today, and have a great afternoon. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.